can you explain a little bit about how the ujjayi breathing or that ocean sounding breath is so beneficial athletically in training and fitness and getting those nostrils to open?
Yeah, so when you do the ujjayi and you can make that sort of ocean sound, if people want to do it, they can do it, but I'm going to ask you to do it, but don't contract your abdominal muscles, your belly at all. So make that sound, and get rid of all the air, and don't contract your abdominals. You can do it for a little while, but at the end, the only way to get the air out is to use your abdominal muscles. So the ujjayi on the exhale, not on the inhale when you're working out, but on the exhale, creates an abdominal, diaphragmatic, cardiac massage. And on your heart, there's a nerve called the vagus nerve, which is responsible for parasympathetic dominance, which means chill. And that sends a message to your brain to increase parasympathetic, change the brain waves from beta and fight or flight stress to alpha to meditation. So when you do the ujjayi on the exhale, you're creating this abdominal diaphragmatic cardiac massage that triggers the brain into an alpha state and amps up parasympathetic activity. And Ed, the most amazing thing about this was when I started researching the runner's high, which was my goal of this whole thing. It's always my best race is my easiest race. It was always a combination of, dynamic activity and complete composure and calm at the same time. Roger Bannister, when he broke the 4-minute mile, he said, I felt like the world was standing still, like I was going slow. Yet he's running faster than any man alive. Billie Jean King, who wrote the foreword to my book, she said, I would transport myself beyond the turmoil of the court to a place of total peace and calm when she would win Wimbledon or something, crazy thing like that. So it was that runner's high was what was, in Ayurveda, it's called the coexistence of opposites, dynamic activity and calm, like a hurricane, winds and calm. The bigger the wind, the bigger the calm, the more powerful the winds. It's a law of nature, and we can mimic that in our body. That's what the whole book's about. And that's really what my whole life is about doing that at different and bigger and bigger levels. And so when we did the research, normally in exercise, your fight or flight nervous system goes to 100% and your parasympathetic zeroes out. But in our study, what happened was the sympathetic only went up 50% and the parasympathetic didn't zero out. It equaled. So the two opposite nervous systems were coexisting. And I was like, the brainwave was cool. The brainwave coherence was cool. But when I saw the two opposite nervous systems coexisting, I was like, we did it. That's the coexistence of opposites. That's the Vedic kind of mandate for full human potential when you're doing the whole eye of the hurricane thing. Pretty cool.